Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're out at Mill Ridge Park to get in a practice round before the Music City Open this weekend starting tomorrow. I'm going to be joined today by Evan Scott, the reigning amateur world champion right now. So we got two world champs bringing you some highlights today. So it should be a fun round, a little bit breezy, a little bit colder than the past couple days, but forecast looking great for the tournament, so definitely looking forward to that.
I think this course, it's gotten a lot better since last year, so I'm looking forward to a tournament starting and trying to put together a good finish.
Yeah, for sure. So here we go. Thanks Evan for joining me. Let's have some fun. Hey everybody, and welcome back to the booth where it is in a booth. We got Team Taylor commentary, bringing you the practice round action. Like I said in the intro, just bringing some of the highlight shots from our round. Starting here on hole 1, par 3, very touchy shot to start.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've done one of these things.
Yes, it has.
Nice putt.
Thank you.
This is much more sloped than it looks on video.
AJ Carey, cheering us on, and then Noah. Sorry, I don't remember your last name, Noah, if you ever watched this.
That hole 1 is very tricky.
Yeah, no, very touchy.
We're at Mill Ridge in Nashville, Tennessee.
Yes, that would be the course. Good shot there by Evan on hole 2. We're both throwing forces here. You really just want to try to push it out there as far as you can.
Yeah, you want to go right of that clump further up the hill or find the gap on the left.
If not, you end up a little pinched off here like Evan, and he's made pretty good work of that from where he was.
Mm-hmm. It's a good par 4.
Yeah.
A 3 is definitely a birdie here.
Yeah, three means you threw 2 good shots, maybe even had to make a good putt as well. Good camera work by Dad there.
This was, I was spotting and, trying to catch these drives come in.
Yeah, hole 3, you're trying to, it's probably around 700 feet or so, trying to push out as far as you can on a hyzer, push it far out and left.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to have a sidearm approach into the green that's probably still like 320, 330.
Yep, it's a nice little backhand drive, forehand approach for most guys.
Mm-hmm. Shot there by Evan.
Approach, it's like a second drive almost, basically.
Mm-hmm. Pushing this a little bit too far here, and that'll be on the edge of the circle with very little window.
Yeah, temp course, so areas like that on the left there are not really broken in.
No.
There's very little ways to putt out of it, and that was close.
Yeah.
But I went over and looked at that, I remember, and I was like, oh geez, there's nothing, you know.
Yeah. So neither one of us able to capitalize there on the birdie, but that's all right. Hole 4, this is probably the hardest of the par 4s so far, because you got a very specific landing zone you're trying to get in here.
Yeah, it really funnels down between the OB line on the left you can see and then the tree line on the right.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a literal funnel down to this gap that they're throwing down right here.
Mm-hmm.
I guess not a literal funnel, but it's a close analogy.
Yes.
And there's even OB really close to this basket. Like, if you do that, you're like, oh, sit down, you know. Mm-hmm. You can see the stakes back there. Yeah, cool hole, though.
This was my putt for 4. My second shot got a little bit right, but very happy with my drive there. I was looking to do that in the tournament. I don't think I 3'd it a single time in the tournament, though. So definitely a bonus hole. Very good one to get for Music City. 5, this is the newer holes this year. Just a little short hyzer shot, but the OB does come into play behind the basket.
Yeah, there's OB 15 or 20 feet right behind the basket. There's a tiny little creek.
And
It's really pretty.
Both of us shorting it and putting our drives just outside the circle.
I believe the sign said like 270.
But the U-disc said 320.
It lasered in at like 320.
So
I think a lot of people the first time we're about 30 feet short.
Mm-hmm. And then we're still 30 feet short during the tournament. I finally figured it out and decided to throw a captain's rep during the tournament. But both of us able to capitalize there and get our 2s. 6, this hole, the gap is of like little forehand curl around shot, but a hyzer into the green like what Evan did shapes the shot better.
Well, I mean, you can throw the hyzer, you just trying to punch through the trees.
Yeah, it's a little bit more luck based.
Yeah.
The sidearm doesn't bring in as many trees.
The gap, the fairway is on the left side of the basket.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people did just crash through the trees.
Yeah,
so
the angle's a little funky on the sidearm.
It's short enough you can do that.
Definitely a hole that you want to get. 7. This is playing as a par 4 for the open field. It was like 850 feet uphill the whole way. It was like a 400-foot layup shot. Or go over the creek, which is about 450, 500.
I mean, it was labeled as a par 4, yeah. But I think the actual playing average was close to 5. It was at least 4.5.
Yeah, it was probably around 4.5.
Even if you get a 4 on this is impressive, and you're gaining strokes average, you know?
Yeah, a couple good layups from Evan and I there, and I put myself out of position over in the woods there on the left, but he put himself right into the perfect spot. Beautiful shot there into the green.
Just the angles approaching that basket are tricky.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a good hole, though.
Yes. Hole 8, this is a par 4. It's got a Mando, but it does allow you to throw over the top here, a big turnover. And Evan threw probably the best case scenario, like, turnover. Yeah, that was impressive.
It's just a vertical line Mando, so there's no height restriction.
Mm-hmm.
If they want you to play it to where this side of those bridges, they really should put a horizontal bar.
Yeah.
Too.
To like make a triple Mando, but
but it's not there right now. So
no,
over the top you go.
Yeah, over the top was definitely the play during the event, and pushed it a little long there. That was my less stable Captain's Raptor, so in the tournament I threw my red Captain's Raptor, which more overstable, less glide, and that resulted better during the tournament, but during this round I ended up going like 45 feet long.
Jeez. Did you eat your Wheaties for breakfast that morning or something?
Probably did. I think we actually just ate cinnamon rolls the whole time we were there.
That's true.
Because that's like our vacation tradition.
That's right, what we do on vacation. Nice putt, though.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I was actually like, I stepped up to it thinking I was going to make it, but it's not a putt that you're like expecting to make. So it was a nice little surprise there.
It's always good when those two things happen together.
Mm-hmm. 9, you can either do what Evan did and throw it straight out, or you can do what I'm doing and try to push it a little bit more over the OB. I didn't get it far enough left there. That's going to be a bit of a pinched off line, and I'll just be throwing like a pitch up forehand hyzer here.
A lot of good par 4s on this course.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, by good, I mean you have an advantage if you can throw like 450, 550. Yeah. Like a person like me.
It's a good high level disc golf course.
It is, and yeah, that's what it's intended to be.
Mm-hmm.
If you can, if your max is less than 400, you're gonna have a different experience on this course.
Mm-hmm.
Like I did when we played the day before this. It was fun. It was great. It's just that all the safe landing zones are designed to push 400 plus.
Mm-hmm. 10 was a little interesting par 3 with an island green, so very challenging at times because of how tight the OB is to the basket. It was either like a 2 or a 4 unless you decided to lay up, and I managed to miss the island every single round during the tournament.
I don't know. So. I would not be surprised if that hole was changed next year.
Yeah.
It was not the most popular hole amongst the players.
Hole 11, I know that they moved the tee pad up on this hole this year, so that people stop going over the top to the left. But it's a challenging little shot because you gotta get it into a landing zone to throw this shot. It's a good hole to get a 3 on, and it's a hole you want to get a 3 on.
Yeah.
But it takes 2 good shots, like all the other par 4s.
Forehand, and you should be parked on that previous one. This is a tough line.
Yeah.
On this one, it is a laser, power laser.
Yeah, Evan threw a great shot there. This isn't my first drive, but it was a very good shot, and I think I threw the Yuli Raptor in the tournament a couple times.
You look at it and say, why didn't you go over the top? But there's like too much stuff.
Yeah, because I played with Ezra Aderhold in round 2, and he went over the top, but he caught some of the branches. So,
yeah,
it's a tricky little shot there, and Evan made good work of it there, making a nice little circle 2 putt.
This is a cool hole.
13, probably the most iconic green on the course, maybe other than hole 1. This is such a pretty green.
It wins the prettiest green award for sure. I mean, I assume that's all natural, but look at that.
That's so pretty. It was definitely one of my favorites on the course. Just a little fairway sidearm into the green, maybe distance driver, and then you're probably gonna have to make a good putt because of the guardian tree. So
Yeah.
Challenging, yeah.
Back to the
challenging,
bombers.
yeah, the hole that you want to get, for sure.
Yeah, that's one you want to pick up. Yeah.
14, you're trying to push your drive out a tight gap, shaping your shot, but you want to push very far left here, which is why I'm throwing my most overstable distance driver. Get it way out there left, making it the shot into the green a little bit easier.
Yeah, there's no good on the right.
Yeah.
Left is wide open, so yeah.
Yeah.
That's the ladies' basket, and then there you go. There's
You're trying to
MPO.
curl it just barely around this corner. This is another approach shot that I ended up throwing my red captain's Raptor on just because it hooks up quicker. As you can see, that's pushing the back edge of the circle just outside here.
Yeah, this basket was really tucked around that corner.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of a drop forehand shot for this.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a stall almost. You want it to go and then die.
Exactly.
Yeah.
15, there are two plays. You can play it up a tight gap, or if you have the power, you can try to go over the top, which Evan nearly does here, but just barely gets caught up.
This is another one where that if you've got that bonus power, if you can throw easy 450, you can do. Did you do it this time? You can do this.
Yeah, this was the first time I actually tried going over the top.
Yeah.
And I stuck with that during the tournament as well.
Yep.
And Evan,
If you got it, it's the way to go.
There.
Yeah.
And
they're going to the farther basket.
Yeah. Going Luna here.
Oh, that's a little. Oh, it
It's
made the
all
gap,
right.
I guess.
Yep. And then another Luna approach into the green.
A lot of the greens are just slightly angled here and making it the approaching dangerous.
It's definitely pretty tricky out there. And
It's cool gap on 16 here.
Evan with a good forehand and a good putt, showcasing how it is done.
That's about 360, I think,
hole.
wasn't it? Or more than that, 380?
I think it was 370 is what I ranged it at.
Okay, we'll split the difference.
Going force here, 17 bomber hole. I really like this hole. You can either throw a hyzer safe shot or try to pump it up the middle like I did here.
OB all the right side.
Natural OB to the left, so it's a pretty specific landing zone, but if you land where I did, you can go spike hyzer over the top to a protected green with OB all around it. And that right there is how I wish I'd played it in the tournament.
Yeah, you made that look easy.
Yeah.
Here's 18.
Last hole, Evan showcasing us the layup play, which is a good play on this hole. If you can't go over the top, ideally you're going over the top. You're trying to get your two to finish your round. Definitely a tricky finishing hole to end a great course.
Indeed.
Thanks for watching, guys. If you liked the video, please like it. If you love it, subscribe for some more awesome disc golf content. See you at the next one. Have fun discing.